Hey folks, welcome to another episode of Two Option Tuesdays, where we intentionally point out things that may make you feel just a little shittier about the choices that you've made in your life, but we always give you options to make it a little bit better. You ready? Here we go. You know, statistically speaking, 1 in 4 adults over the age of 65 report a fall annually. In 2021, there were approximately 39,000 fall-related deaths reported in the United States. Approximately 3 million people are treated in the emergency room every year for a fall. Of those, approximately 40% resulted in having a knee replacement, 20% in spinal injuries, 15% resulted in hip replacement surgery, and sadly, 10% resulted in some level of brain injury. And guess what? The number one cause for joint replacement is osteoarthritis, and one of the main reasons that people end up with OA is because of morbid obesity. So once again, obesity, a controllable disorder, is one of the main causes as to why one would need to have a joint replacement. Oh, I forgot to mention too, that approximately 75% of the people who have a joint replacement every year report having a second fall within 12 months. Well, if that is not enough to really get you worrying about your overall balance and your strength, then folks, I really don't know what is. I unfortunately have worked with hundreds and hundreds of folks who have required joint replacement surgery, and many of them were the result of a fall, and the majority of them, they were obese. Once again, leading to the question, how can I lower my risk for falls, obesity, and potential joint replacement surgery? Well, here you go. As promised, it's time to give you a couple of different options. As always, option number 1 involves just living a healthier lifestyle. And in all honesty, it doesn't necessarily mean hiring me as a personal trainer or any trainer for that matter. However, the benefits of having a trainer can dramatically impact your overall development of the foundational skills like adequate balance, joint mobility, and stability. Incorporating some level of balance challenges into your routine, both static and dynamic, plays a significant role in fall prevention as we age. Finding new and fun ways to challenge yourself can mean the difference between surviving a fall, requiring surgery, experiencing a brain injury, potentially dying. Living a healthy life seems to be like a pretty sound decision, and it's something that you can start doing today. But wait, as always, there's option number 2. Once again, come in to see me as an occupational therapist. This is where I not only teach you how to use the adaptive devices like I mentioned last week, but I also get to teach you how to use a walker. For some people, this may be a temporary tool to get over the healing process. However, for others, this may be a permanent third leg needed for the rest of their lives. Now, with most falls, a broken bone or the need for a joint replacement is relatively easy for most people to be able to bounce back from. But what about the other people who suffer a brain injury? What about the 10% that I mentioned before? Life changes forever, not only for that person, but for their family and care providers. I could go on in great length what it's like for someone to have a TBI, having to be fed, bathed, dressed, toileted, no longer being able to manage life skills necessary for survival. Granted, some of these things are at no fault to ours, but there are different ways to be able to combat it. And it starts with incorporating simple things into your workouts that challenge your balance. Simple one-legged standing while reaching overhead or to the floor. Standing on an uneven surface such as the sisal pillow. Participating in exercises such as yoga, tai chi, and different levels of plyometrics are amazing for your joints and your proprioception. What matters most is that you recognize that your joints deteriorate as we age and our movements become more difficult, especially if we are not doing anything to maintain strength, mobility, and joint integrity. So once again, the option is yours, folks. Barbells, walkers, brain injuries, dying. Choice is yours.